Hey everybody, it's Corey Salter True Floyd from Amerime Media, and today in the Geek Report, Peter Dinklage is pissed. Idris Elba might become the next Bond, and what the hell is The Rock cooking when it comes to another video game movie?
Mm, mm.
Find out here on the Geek Report. Hey everybody, of course we are Amerime Media, the Amerime Junkies. I've got Demon Engine over here, my co-pilot, and
Yo,
today with us we have Mike Hennessy from Blurred Approved Entertainment.
What's going on, guys?
Mike Hennessy's like they are doing great things. Make sure you check out Blurred Approved Entertainment. Love those guys. Today
Yeah,
he's going to be sitting with us when we talk about some news in and around the nerd culture. Let's go.
yes,
First
sir.
up, in comic books, we have Daredevil making a comeback. He has a brand new series, comics, the climax from the Devil's Reigns event. This
Hmm.
is Bartsky's Daredevil. It's following up Bartsky's Daredevil, where it was Elektra literally being the woman without fear. But now Matt Murdock is back in the seat. I haven't finished Woman Without Fear, so I need to catch up.
Hmm.
And to be honest, I always loved Daredevil and a lot of the human based heroes because at the end of the day, he really is just a human and he be serving everybody.
Yes, we do.
I look forward to it.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line, it's going to find a way to get adapted into Marvel's tent pole and no one's going to get murdered, but kind of murdered. Yeah.
No one.
I don't think we're gonna like when the MCU does bring back Daredevil, which it's made it very clear now from Spider-Man No Way Home. Do you think we're gonna still get that same intensity as the Netflix special, or will it be diluted?
I watched all of Daredevil on Netflix. Of course, it's one of my favorites. I love Murdoch. I love the whole character that he played. A very good pick for him. I like the fact that when he was Daredevil, he was a whole different person on top of being Matt Murdock and a regular lawyer by day who seemed weak, but he wasn't. I hope that they keep it. I will say this: I will hope that they will keep it on the same level as that Daredevil,
Mm,
from the Netflix series. Because if Disney got something to do with it, it's probably not going to be as brutal.
mm.
They're gonna water it down a little bit, and it's understandably so. You want to market to everyone when it comes to these characters, and you want to make the best possible money, not just off of the 18 to 45 demographic. So I understand that they are going to water it down. That's just I think that's one. I would say 80% chance that that's going to happen.
Mm. How about you, Demon?
possibly because it's Disney. I actually never watched Daredevil.
Mm.
Okay.
That's like the only one. That and Iron Fist. I didn't watch Iron Fist and I didn't watch that.
That's okay. It's
Well,
missing Iron Fist is perfectly fine.
You got to watch it, bro. Beautiful show.
but who knows?
Bruh,
Very.
the second season of Iron Fist is great. That
They
first
might
season,
keep up with its lethality. They might
Mhm.
just do what they had to do with Hitmonkey.
hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
I'm
That's
perfectly
not a
fine.
bad idea. Next up, now this is it. Now this is interesting.
Okay.
Now, Thin Blue Line. This is how weird this story gets. Now,
Hmm.
there were two creators of Frank Castle, the Punisher. You have Jerry Conway, who to this day he's avid. He's still root cheers for Punisher.
Hmm.
He hated the way the police took the symbol and mutated it.
Hmm.
And then on the other side of the spectrum, his former partner Mike Barron made this, the Thin Blue Line, which is a heroic retelling of 2020 from the eyes of the police.
What?
Yeah, bruh. Now, here's the kicker. As of right now, no comic book store has even wanted to order this and I say more power to him. That's blasphemy on a whole new level.
Well, I'm glad I asked you what the hell
Oh
that
yeah,
was, because now I don't want to know what the hell this is. Like this whole,
exactly.
oh my gosh.
When I first saw the cover for it, I was like, "What in the hell is this?" I was like, "What in the haberdasheries and hemoglobins?"
Yeah, basically. I would say that it's definitely that. Huh.
I looked at a review for one, and of course, the only good review was someone from Fox News, and I was just like, "Yeah, all right, yeah, I'm gonna trust
A
them."
good review from Fox News. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, for the thin blue line, of course. Demon, you there? Oh no.
He probably got a technical difficulty. Looking like me over
Hold on, let me find out. It happens.
here. It happens, everyone. It happens. Anybody who know me on Blurred Proof Entertainment that will check this out knows how much technical difficulties I go through personally. 1 minute I'll be talking, the next minute I'm somewhere else. Then I come back and oh, there he is. So, you know.
Well, look, while we wait to get him back,
Mhm.
tell us about Blurred. Tell us and of course the folks at home about Blurred Approved Entertainment.
Okay. So Blurred Proof Entertainment is a group of that consists of black basically owners. We run the group, we make sure the group is ran a certain way. Everybody comes and have fun, caters to the nerd community for the most part. On Blurred Approved Entertainment. Um, we have podcasts, multiple podcasts on there. We have our flagship shows, which others are working its way up to that point too. But we have Baychan After Dark, which I'm featured on, where we talk about a lot of risque type things. So we do have that.
Things get
We have
spicy.
then
Understood.
yes, we have the Then and Now podcast where we talk about anything in nerd culture. As far as we talk movies, they talk games, they talk um basic life things, they can talk sports if they get to that point. They can talk about anything. They can also come and talk to you about personal life stuff, right? Black culture and what's going on in the community. So that's one of my favorite shows that's on there. We also have What It Sounds Like. That is our music station. Our music podcast. We talk anything hip hop culture, battle raps that happens in today's culture, but it's mainly black, and it's guys just coming in being as raw as we possibly can with that one. So we
Yeah, I'm
have
about to
that
say
one.
battle rap has gotten raw.
Yeah, it did.
Ooh.
Yep. So
I
that's
mean,
a good one. If y'all guys want to come check that out, definitely come check that one out too. We also have my personal show with me and my uncle. It's called the TBC Podcast. It's the tale of two different generations. Me and Then and Now, we almost the same exact thing because everybody's a certain amount of years apart from each other. I'm 36. My uncle was 55, but if you look at him, you would have thought he was 30 something. So. But you're speaking perspective from two different generations when it comes to everything that's happening in his life now. So it's more or less we nerd, but we more try to keep it real. We definitely try to keep it real on that one. And then finally we have right now our brand new show is the Lady J, Real Talk. Lie to yourself, not to me. Real Talk with Lady J and Crystal Dominique, two black women that are definitely empowering black women and also giving out the fun facts of their everyday lives and what they live. So we got some stuff going on. So as
all
for
right.
now, that's it. We also have real quick. Let's say it. Blurred Approved Gaming. That is our gaming side. We are working very close with Metro Esports Gaming, which you know about. We're working really close with Metro Esports Gaming, gearing up for a Destiny tournament right now. That's going. Yep,
Hey.
Destiny tournament in May. Sometime in May. The date will be released. We do have the Blurred Approved Gaming group. You can follow us at the Blurred Proof Gaming on Facebook, Blurred Proof Gaming. Go ahead in there. You'll see already streaming stuff. I got a stream tonight. Got some Destiny gameplay to go down this Crucible Friday. So anybody want to jump in, definitely
Okay.
come on through. And of course, for you, brother, we would love to have you on a show. We got to pick one. You got to just
Yo,
look and say, "I want that one right there," and just come
listen. Look, first off, I'm like Birdman. I fly in any weather. Like, don't like. Look,
Got you.
like you need me to slide through and talk. I'm your Huckleberry.
Hey,
It's
come
just my
on through.
game.
I would love for you to come on something like look, Then and Now podcast. I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna get to you until the night. You believe me, this could be a great thing.
Look, it would be. Trust me, it would be an absolute pleasure. Quick question though, and
Mm-hmm.
I love asking this. When did you realize you was a nerd?
I realized I was a nerd probably 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade. Because when you're a kid playing games and being nerdy as you are, you don't realize it until somebody call you it.
Right.
Somebody has to confirm that for you. It's almost like you can't call yourself that. Somebody has to kind of like give you that title. Like they're like, "Yo, you're a nerd," and it's like, "What do you mean I'm a nerd?" And then you hear it, and then you look and you find out how it applies to you. And it's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I am.
It's like, yep.
I love it. I dig this." Like I was the type of kid that I was one of I was one of them nerds that was popular a little bit in school because people knew who I was based on height and all that other stuff. But it still was like, yo, he big ass nerd. The big 6 foot something nerd just walking around. We used to play games. He's back. What's going on, bro?
Hey.
But I'm sitting in it. We used to actually. It's crazy because now I'm thinking about it. We used to host tournaments inside the lunchroom on our lunch breaks. And they used to have a TV in there, and we used to play Tekken Tag Tournament. Y'all remember that? Tekken 3, Street Fighter 4, EX plus Alpha, like all those games. Marvel vs. Capcom, all in the lunchroom. Huh?
Speaking my love language, stop it.
Exactly. So we used to do things a long time ago, and we're here now. Now my 9-year-old is kicking my ass in some games, and I'm just staring like, golly, like how, kid? I used to be a monster. How?
Listen, man, these young folks. Now that we got Demon Engine back, let's roll on to the next one. You good, baby boy?
What was the next one again? Yo, everything just shut off.
Oh, okay. Our next one should be Star Wars Fallen Order. Yeah, yes. Respawn Entertainment recently came out and said that there's 3 more games they are producing in the Star Wars universe, and of course, the first one is going to be a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order.
Nice.
I played the game. I played it on Game Pass. I do enjoy it. My brain just has to go back to, in this game world, lightsabers don't mean shit for the most part. Because it's like, oh, I'm an animal. This lightsaber don't do nothing to me. It's like, wait, word? It's like this weapon's supposed to cut through things like butter.
Right. And then you just you can just touch it now. Like, oh, okay. I guess this is that fucking easy. But can I just say one thing? Just one tiny thing.
Sure.
I am tired of y'all fighting Darth Vader. I understand it's Star Wars, but every single game, his ass is there. Like, okay,
well,
I got you.
With this particular story, he had to be in there.
I get it.
And I find it funny that this this young Padawan by himself is a ginger. So I'm like it would be a ginger. Yeah.
He's a really good actor. I like him. The guy that was the character. Yeah, he's a really good actor.
Love him in Shameless. I loved half of his performance in Gotham.
There you go. Thank you.
I loved half of his performance. Now the other two games that are being developed, they haven't really spoke on. So I'm calling it right now. One of them's probably going to be a Mandalorian style game where you're just hunting.
I like that.
Because
I'm a fan of that.
Because a lot of people might not remember, there was a bounty hunting game on PlayStation 2 where you played as Jango Fett. And that game was awesome.
Boba Fett? Who was that to Boba Fett?
That would be technically it's his dad. Mind you,
okay.
Boba Fett is literally a clone of Jango Fett that Jango Fett wanted to raise as his own.
Okay.
Because mind you, he was the source material for all the clones.
Okay.
Third one, I have no idea. Maybe we could finally get a story about Yoda's 1,000 years of life.
That will be amazing. Great. I have nothing to say. I'm actually pretty stunned by that.
Or you could get a game based on the Bad Batch.
I can fucks with that.
I like the Bad Batch.
I like the Bad Batch. I at first I didn't think I was gonna like them, but they grew
I
on me
like it.
real quick.
I
They
mean,
grew on me
they
real quick.
animated it pretty well. So
Well,
they
they
animate
kept
things
it.
pretty good.
Well, they kept it in the same tone of the Clone Wars. So
Yeah.
like, why mess with some? Why mess with perfection?
And I
Right?
love the Clone Wars. I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched that whole thing.
Yo, Clone Wars was that work. Clone Wars was that work. But
hmm
plowing ahead, it's time to talk about what the hell The Rock is cooking. Now, now The Rock says he's working on a video game movie and he can't say what it is.
Okay.
I have a theory. Demon Engine,
Okay.
if you please.
Okay.
Gears of War. Think about it. Dave Bautista is Marcus Phoenix, The Rock is Dom, and Barrett is John Cena.
That should be fired. Just know the Rock is picking a character that has to die. So if you want to die, Rock, go ahead. Because you usually last in the movies.
Yeah,
So
but you know what? Dom has a great arc.
go.
Dom has a great arc. John Cena gets to be himself, and Dave Bautista, who definitely he has a lot of acting muscles in him. Like at first,
I
at
like
first,
Dave. I like Dave.
at first, I just thought muscly guy. He might do some funny things. He might do some cool action. But I've been seeing this dude. He has acting chops. Like he can't like I gotta respect him. And I honestly think this could be something built perfectly for the big screen as long as they use a little bit of practical and CGI.
Yeah, because they're old. All
Well,
of them are old. So
not just that, but I don't want it to be so CGI to death. Like when if you're using a chainsaw bayonet on someone, we need to throw some fake blood out there. Like it needs to get
okay.
messy.
Yeah.
Okay. Like make a rated R movie. I get it. I want killing.
It's a rated R game. I don't see
Yeah.
why it should be anything else. I don't.
If Microsoft want to spend the money, go ahead.
Well, listen, Microsoft, flaws and all, they if a production studio wants to pick this up, just make sure you pick the right one. Like,
Right. Right.
do I want this to be DreamWorks? I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
Now, to be honest, I want to say I want Paramount to pick it up, but I need to see what this Halo show looks like. Like I've seen the trailer, but I want to see it play out a little bit before I say they might be the guys.
Can I say this?
Of course.
I'm actually expecting them to do really well with that because remember that Halo short that they made for Halo 4 or 5? One of them. I forgot what it was called.
I remember the shorts, period. So
they had one where they was in school and then Chief came to save these kids.
Right. Wait,
but I think some of the kids started dying still.
Right. Then remember the fan-made film Forward Onto Dawn?
That's what I'm talking about. Yep, Forward Onto Dawn. One of my favorites. I love that story, and it was short.
Awesome. Yeah. I remember it was on Netflix. That's how popular it was.
It was on Halo 4. I remember because remember back the Xbox was doing something
Xbox
innovating. Studios. They was doing something innovating back then, where if you had the game, you can watch the shorts in the game. Yeah, I remember that. So,
what do you think? What do you think about Gears as a movie, Engine?
Never played Gears as a game.
That's all right. You gonna learn?
We gotta get him a Xbox or something.
Yeah, you gonna learn. I'm about to say, especially as much violence as you like to dish out in games. Literally, it's a machine gun with a chainsaw attached to it.
It's one of the greatest games ever.
A chainsaw.
You know how I feel about Xbox.
Yeah, but it's okay.
I'm upset. Your Xbox in the goddamn house.
It's Sony okay. Household.
Oh, I got an Xbox.
You say that, but your PC runs on Windows. It don't matter.
And that's why I don't play on my PC.
Like you already sitting in the you already in the house. You might as well sit at the table.
Might as well. That ain't gonna hurt you.
Plowing ahead. Let's talk about Peter
Now listen.
Dinklage.
Oh man, this is a tough one.
Yo, I had yo.
Gotta respect him.
I had
He's
to
done with it.
respect him. Peter
Right.
Dinklage got he got pissed, and
Mm-hmm.
I think he was right. He called
What?
out Disney for their Snow White remake. He said they casted a Latina woman to play Snow White, but then he's
Mm-hmm.
like, why are you still using a backward story about seven dwarfs living in a damn cave together? and then his last piece was, have I done nothing to advance the cause for my soapbox? And yo, I'm not gonna lie. Disney folded like Sunday origami. They're now saying they're going back to the development stage of the story, and they've brung in some folks that represent that community to consult.
I
And
love it.
it's very funny because you have these companies who try to come off progressive, but then at the same time they still drop the ball. And I'm
Mm.
just
Would I say they would drop the ball? Not really, but I think that they have the respect now because they were able to immediately do something about it. They
yeah,
just relived the story that everybody is so used to, but he had it and said, "Listen, y'all, there has to be somebody in there that can change the rhetoric of what's going on." Like when you have so many different things going on in this world, you have transgender people that ask for appreciation. You have gays that ask for appreciation. You have blacks. You have Latinos. You have every culture that asks for change for what particular it is for them. Now that you have I think you're supposed to call them little people. You're not supposed to call them dwarfs or midgets.
no little. I call them
No,
little
you
people.
cannot call them that. You have to call them little people. Um, he asking for the respect too by saying what he's saying. Not saying, "Hey, can you respect us?" But hey, he called them out. Like, "Yo, this is y'all gonna do the same shit that guy did before." Because no disrespect, but everybody know Walt Disney and Disney is two different entities now. So,
Bruh, the whole yo. Walt Disney was one of the most conniving gangster people of his time.
mm-hmm,
That
mm-hmm.
we in the beginning of Amerime, we had on the artist named Josh Torito. He
Okay,
told us the story about how the animators were on strike and they were outside the studio with picket lines
back
and
then,
everything. Back then, they were on strike
wow.
and they were outside with picket signs and everything. Here comes Walt Disney in his stretch limo. He came out of his car, asked to speak to the leader of the group. The guy stepped forward. Without blinking, Walt Disney decked that man.
Oh shit.
In my mind, all I heard was, "Oh, get back to work! Oh,
You
oh,
work for
oh!"
Disney, which means you
You
stay
stay
busy
busy.
cranking out magic and assembly
Assembly
line
line
whimsy.
whimsy.
Yo, that is funny as shit.
Yo, he's
He
get
said,
yo.
haha, get back to work.
Oh, 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 cause it's one of those things where it's like, yo, there's a bit too much truth there. There's a bit too much truth.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Ooh, next up is it's a topic that's been brought up several times in the fan base, but now the studios are actually talking about it. Idris Elba's name is now in the roundtable for taking on James Bond.
You see that? I'm gonna just leave it just like that.
Now, this lovely image is provided by one of my favorite digital artists, Boss Logic. Be
Hmm.
sure to check that motherfucker out.
My man is amazing.
My like,
Okay,
I'm, I'm telling you, if you just look at some of the stuff on his IG, you're just gonna be like, holy shit.
really.
He's like your artist's favorite artist.
Mm.
That's
Oh,
how
you good then?
yeah.
You're
but
good if you could do that. Oh.
but my thing about it is, and you have to make sure that the world you're writing, if Idris Elba is going to be James Bond, it
Mm-hmm.
has to make sense
Okay.
because Christopher Nolan's movie Tenet, it plays a lot like a Bond movie,
Okay.
but John David Washington, is the only black guy in all the scenarios, so he tends to stick out.
Oh, so I see where you're going at with this. Are you looking at young Denzel?
I'm not saying that. I'm just no. I'm just
No,
saying that
nothing
if
wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But
no,
I'm just
I'm
saying.
just saying that if you're gonna build a world where the this is our guy, you have to make sure the world is blended enough for it to make sense. Because think about it, in the movie Tenet, just in case if you didn't see it, this Russian oligarch is
Mm-hmm.
literally trying to plot world domination, and he has his cabal of dudes, and he suspects
Okay.
that one of them is working against him.
Right.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. If I look at my group and I'm like, Russian dude, Russian dude, Russian dude, Russian dude, black guy, Russian dude, hey. It's like one of you is plotting against me.
mm.
It's like it was like in
Well,
every scene he was the only brother. It
I
was like,
I think I understand what you just said now. Okay,
yeah,
I get that. That's very clever.
because
If
think
somebody's
about
gonna
it.
come kill me, I'm not thinking that the white guy will kill me because they look like the Russian guys.
Yeah, it's just
But that
like
black dude, that black guy might come and kill me. I'm gonna go shoot him.
I think the comedian Ryan Davis said it once. He was like, it was like you can't do a regular James Bond scene with a character like Idris Elba because like he's in the middle of Europe at this party with all these white folks. You can't have a 6 foot plus black guy sneaking around, and as soon as he's in a spot, they're like, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" Oh, I am security.
Pow.
Hmm.
At that point, you just gotta set it off. I've been made.
Yeah, it makes sense. Damn, I'm for it, but damn, I have nothing to say. I got snubbed twice. It's almost like damn.
I'm sorry.
It, no, that's a good thing because it's like when it makes sense because now people it puts it in perspective. It helps you
Mhm.
understand. Okay, listen, if you were to go walk inside of a place to go try to do something, who's the one? Who's the number one person they're gonna look at the most? The black guy. Well, what are you here for? Like that's pretty much all I feel out of that. There's no
Like
prejudice. There's no nothing behind it. It just literally makes sense to say, okay, why is this
Idris
black dude here?
Idris Elba gonna have to send in another black guy before him so they can start following him around first.
Then how do y'all feel about? And what's sad about it is that they're gonna wind up pissing white fans of 007 off,
Oh,
007
bullshit.
off, and it's understandable. Listen, we don't want to necessarily take things that y'all take from us all the time, but anyway, so let's do it like this. Have them go against other black people then. Fuck it.
My whole
As
Now,
long as it doesn't look like The Wire all over
I
again.
can't.
no. I mean, like in other countries and rich part of other countries and certain things like that. More of
I'm
an.
still
Hey,
stuck
Go
on
ahead.
you saying sending another black guy ahead of him.
hey, man,
So they can
decoys.
start following him around. Because the first thing that popped up in my mind was, hurry up and buy.
And that's funny because I thought about the movie Head of State with Chris Rock, and he had a black guy who walked into every room before him,
mm,
and it was like, so just in case someone goes to shoot, he gets shot first.
yeah, right. Makes sense. Damn. All right, what we got next? Because I'm done. I can't say anything.
What we got next? We have a few extra things we could pull up. We actually have we had a birthday this week of Phil Lamar, voice
Mm,
actor,
I know what
voice
that is.
actor,
Mad
voice
TV.
actor extraordinaire.
Yeah.
He turned 50, turned 55.
Damn, really?
Yeah, 55. Feeling
Congratulations, good
old.
brother.
And I'm actually one of my favorite roles as a voice actor is still Static Shock.
Mm-hmm. He was Static Shock.
hmm He's like
You
he's been a little bit of everybody, man.
you wouldn't believe like the people that I found out later on that were like voice actors of characters. I'm like, when I found out that the guy from Living Single was Kratos, I was like, what the
Yeah,
hell? Like,
yep.
so I Phil Lamar, happy birthday to you, good brother.
That's it.
You're one of the people that inspired me in my life because you was on Mad TV and funny as all hell.
I think the one person I didn't realize who I didn't realize it was him until maybe a
Mm-hmm.
few episodes in was Samurai Jack.
Cool.
Phil Lamar, bruh. And the funny thing is, he's also his Chris Rock impersonation is so good that they hire him when they need to do a Chris Rock character, but not pay Chris Rock.
That's
Mm.
Hey, listen, sometimes hey, listen, budgets, man. Because
I get it. It's kind of fucked up.
because in King of the Hill, Chris Rock
Black man
played.
out here taking money out of the hands of another.
Hey,
Well, we
listen,
live
We look
listen.
crazy.
Wayne
Damn.
Brady. Wayne Brady said it best. He's like, it's nothing more. He said on Chappelle's show, he's like, it's nothing better than taking the job of another black actor.
Damn.
But
He
yeah,
was Osmosis Jones too? Oh man,
it
he was Gambit.
not in the movie, but in the cartoon they did Ozzy and Drix.
Okay.
Again, another character voiced by Chris
Chris
Rock.
Rock. Mm.
It's happened a few times. He's also been he's Black Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
All that shoot and Family
Who that?
Guy.
John
That's
Stewart, right?
Yep, John Stewart. He's Ollie Williams. I
I'm trying to
think
see what I remember.
in one of the Mortal Kombat games, I think he's Noob Saibot in one of the newer
Damn.
games. Yeah,
Damn. I'm trying to look at the bottom screen now.
and
I'm at the bottom part of it.
on the bottom row, it's John Stewart again. Uh,
That's like the
also,
game.
yes, it is.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he is just
Wait,
absolute.
is that Hey Arnold right there? Is that did he play what's the name from Hey Arnold?
What, Gerald? No,
Did he play Gerald? No, right next to his face is like Gerald. I don't know why. On the
that
left
is
side.
Gerald. I think that is
That's
Gerald.
Gerald from Hey
Yeah,
Arnold.
yeah. Ain't too many black folks on Hey Arnold, so he kind of sticks out.
Damn.
Hermes Conrad. um, but yeah, it's just been who's any other. Do you have a personal favorite voice actor?
Um from like the cartoons and games and stuff like that. Anybody
Yeah.
um Sean Schimmel,
Ooh.
Masako Nozawa, uh I'm thinking of them right now, and it's like I'm E.G. Deli because she, is a big part of my life as far as Tommy Pickles.
Of course.
Thank you for being her being Tommy. I have one more, and I'm trying Johnny Young Bosch. Here we go. Play some
Yo,
legendary characters.
bruh. We had
Legendary characters.
we had an interview with Johnny Young Bosch, and
Really?
yo, Demon Engine. I will not. Yo, that was one of your smoothest moments as a cameraman
Mm.
because we were scheduled to sit down with him, but he had a panel to go to. So he was like, listen, if we're going to do this interview, we got to walk and talk. So we walked and talked, and Demon Engine was walking backwards. And like we had to go through the hallway, up an escalator, in the elevator, like, and he didn't flinch, he didn't trip, like,
Really,
like, yo, he was the man right there. He was the man.
good clutch moment, man. Shout out to you, Johnny. And he
But
still
yo,
look young. He still look young.
hell yeah, it still looked young.
Him and that
Shit.
damn ain't Tommy, but Jason David
Jason
Frank.
David Frank, yeah. I,
He's
I
another
feel
young looking old man.
I feel like they just sleep in hyperbaric chambers. Just
Probably will sleep
uh
and wake up still in '94. That was wrong. I'm
beepers,
sorry.
beepers going off. Oh shit! Wait. What I got this for? Damn it.
Right.
Uh, another weird piece of nerd news in Detroit. It's being prepared. Demon Engine, sent you the images. A RoboCop statue is being erected,
Wow.
and I
I
mean,
like it.
this is a massive statue. It was
It don't need to be that big. It don't need to be that big. Oh
bro,
shit.
yeah, like this is pretty. Like we have the Rocky statue, they have RoboCop.
Hey, be fair. They got to be fair. I'm weirded out about that a little bit, just a little bit,
But hey,
because like this 2022 and people like to spray paint and they do what they do.
listen, I wrote a piece last year talking about how RoboCop wants you to defund the police.
Facts. Because
Because
he would kill the police if he was knowing what was going on. Huh?
actually in RoboCop 3, he did go against the police.
Point proven.
But yeah, RoboCop, man. That I think that was my mom was an absolute champion when it came to RoboCop because when I was a kid, I loved RoboCop, but my mom never let me see like the first 15, 20 minutes of the movie.
Oh man.
So I did not know how bloody it was in the
Oh man.
yeah, look at the scale of that thing, man.
Oh man. Hey, look, do what y'all gotta do, man. Do what y'all gotta do. You gotta honor something. And it's cool that like they're choosing to do stuff like that. Maybe all states should look like honor their past in a certain way, especially movies that bought the city a lot of money at one point. Like Rocky bought Philadelphia a lot of money because y'all know everybody comes here to see that statue. And it's like, I've been in that statue one time and I didn't even notice it. But I'm like, okay, people really love that statue. And Sylvester Stallone literally is going to be forever at this point.
I worked at the art museum, and during the summer, you'd always see guys dressed as Rocky, Apollo Creed, Ivan Drago. No one ever dares to come dressed as Clubber Lang, though. I'm just like, where's Clubber Lang?
Oops, sorry.
Justice for Clubber.
Justice for Clubber.
My man came from the mean streets with a mohawk and feather earrings and whooped his ass.
Oh man.
One last piece I'm gonna bring up today. Demon Engine, do you have the Apple controller?
1 second.
I thought that's what I was looking at. And do not get mad at the company of my choice and the company of the games I play. They're monetizing out here in these streets.
Yeah, but word on the technological street is Apple is considering making a game system. And I'm just like I don't think that is I don't think that's the move.
Hold on.
Okay, there we go. Yeah,
We're
Apple.
recording.
Might want to mute. You got to edit this part out, huh? Anyway,
Nah, that's all
So
right.
yeah. Apple's I don't have an issue with it. You got to try it and do
Yeah,
something, like. And Apple is pretty much one of the companies that are, big into gaming too. A lot of companies are big into gaming,
I
so
guess. Sure.
I don't necessarily have an issue with it.
I
More
don't know.
competition,
I feel like this is going to be Stadia 2.0.
right? So, really?
Yeah, that and I mean, unless they come out, I mean, they have got to come out the gates swinging a huge stick.
Like Microsoft did. That's probably why they're working with them. Remember when Xbox came out, they swung with a big stick and won. Like,
Funny thing, funny thing you mentioned that. There, have you seen the documentary they put out?
mm-mm.
Yeah, Xbox put out it's like a 4 to 5 piece documentary from the conception to the Xbox to now.
Wow,
And back then,
they took a big ass risk.
bro,
I
it was
know.
risk. There was risks happening all around, and it got to a point you saw the gangster side of Bill Gates. Like
Wow,
don't let the pants, don't let the glasses fool you. It got like so. I think check it out. It's for free. It's on
okay,
YouTube. They have it as one whole piece, and they also broke it up into chapters.
okay,
It's a great watch, and
okay.
it makes me respect Xbox a lot because they put out their flaws and all, like where they dropped the ball, everything.
Nice. Okay, I want to watch that. Thank you for telling me about that because I'm a big Xbox guy. I grew up off of Xbox. Halo shaped my life. Like it really helped. It really did. It's one of the greatest. It is to me the greatest story video game I've ever encountered in my life, and I've played plenty of video games, as we all did. But
Mm-hmm.
it literally that was one of the only games that can pull a tear out of you, especially if you play Halo Reach or ODST.
Woo! Halo Reach. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
The Fields
yes.
train.
Oh my god, bro! The last part of the game, I said, "Am I dying? I'm about to die." I'm like, "Oh man, I'm gonna cry."
When I
Like,
saw
not
Emil
my
take that,
character.
when I saw Emil take that L, I was like, oh, looks like I'm about to join
Mm-hmm.
him.
They put that sword in one of your guys' back. I was like, "Oh no!" When you was running, you had your team. I'm like, "Yo, I got a whole team." Then one by one, they start getting picked off. I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the fuck?" Like, no, not the squad.
Not the squad. But listen, Xbox has a great journey, and I think especially with some of the moves they've made recently. We talked
Mm-hmm.
about it last week with the big Blizzard Activision deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. The future might be Xbox. Got to see
They
what
have it for 18 months. We got to see what's about to happen. 18
like.
months.
Got to see what Sony's got in their pocket.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
Yep.
Nintendo's just on their own, living their best life.
They don't care. They like, oh, y'all made it. All right, quiet that. I don't care. Like,
That's cool. Did you see me put out a new Pokemon game? Shit.
man,
Wait for that
Nintendo
next.
has no cares.
Wait till we pull out that. Wait till we pull out that next. That next Zelda. But that's pretty much it for the Geek Report this week.
Right,
Uh,
right.
yeah. So Mike, drop a plug.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. It's Mike Hennessy. You can follow me on face. I don't get my Facebook personal out, but Instagram, Mike Hennessy 215. You can follow me on TikTok at Mike Hennessy 215 on there. You can also follow me at Blurred Approved Entertainment. I'm on pretty much 3 different shows, TBC podcasts. I produce Lady J and Crystal Dominique show. And I have the Bay Chan After Dark show. We do some big things on there. Got some special stuff coming up real soon. Blurred Approved Gaming is coming to y'all. We would love to, work
By the
with
way,
many
Demon
people
Engine,
about this.
he's
Yes,
got a Destiny
Destiny
tournament
2.
coming.
Destiny 2 tournament coming up in May. So Demon, already gonna holler at you about it. So you already got you. You already got
Just
you,
so
man.
Just know I didn't come there to win. I came there to piss people off. I came here to be
Hey,
toxic.
look. Hey, do what you got to do while winning money. That's all we get. Get a team of 3. You got good to go. You good to go. But we are working close with Metro Esports Gaming. Shout out to them for teaming up with us and getting some stuff going down. We look forward to the tournament coming up. We are Bird Proof Gaming's very first show starts actually tonight, but it's going to start on February 1st. Our first podcast, Bird Proof Gaming podcast. We're going to be streaming Destiny. Getting it in, we're ready to make that move.
We look forward to it.
Yes, come through, guys. Come through.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you in today.
Thank you so
Demon
much.
Engine, you are my favorite co-pilot. And this is Salty Live 215. Be sure to check that out. That is my Twitch. Of course, please follow us on Amerime Media on Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. And YouTube people, hey, how you doing? Thanks. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like button and the bell for your next Geek Report and many more. This is Amerime Media. I'll holla at you.
Peace.
Peace, y'all. Thanks for having me.